Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing. Okay, I guess we got sound now. And Helen, I know if I don't have sound, I check my OBS. That's why I've got multiple devices up, including the big screen here. Let me turn the volume off here. Good morning, Twitch. Let's put the intro music in there again. Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, Twitch. On this 11.15.2023. Current time is 05:49 a.m. Eastern Time here in Upstate New York, the southern tier of Upstate New York where I live and reside. Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich here on the Twitch, Fireman Rich on all those other fine social media networks. Just look below on the links there. You'll see where I'm at. I just posted up as far as that we went live, but we did not have any audio. So, I think I know what the problem was as far as that goes. And let's go ahead and, okay, just to make sure that music. And good morning, Helen. Good morning from Scotland. Good morning, Tony D, coming in from Warner Robins, Georgia. Good morning, Tim Fan. Yo, yo. And everybody's saying good morning. And weirdly, I just got ads, even though really? There's something going on with the ads, Helen. I don't understand. You for sure should not get any. You Tony, did you get any? And I want to say good morning to Jeeves. Yo, yo, good morning to you. Sometimes OBS randomly mutes various channels. I think that I sort of figured that it didn't click until I went into the properties and I saw my mic had been. See, my microphone and the soundboard, everything goes into the soundboard, and that's my default for my microphone is my OBS or my Behringer 802 soundboard, and that wasn't activated. They just had an OBS update to OBS 30, Helen. That's why. Every time I get an update, when I bring up OBS, for some reason my microphone got. I think that's because I haven't messed with my microphone at all. So I think that's what caused it. So when I came in, really, and you subscribed to Tony, so I don't understand that. I really don't understand that. I'm at a loss. I know that this. I think I there was something in the backstage there in this. What do they call it? The stream manager. That the information bar, there was something there a while back. I've noticed they've done something with the from September to December. Yeah, I don't want to update. I'm not updating right away, but that's the reason why. And I knew right away I wasn't getting a green line. It's like, what's going on here and stuff. So I know it all goes back to the OBS as far as that goes. And because I was on Monday, no problem, and you know, as far as that goes. So I haven't really, I hadn't broadcast since then, so don't know. And you're using a Behringer sound desktop. Yeah, a Behringer. It's not a desk. Yeah, it's on my desk. It's a Behringer 802. I love that. I love it. It brings everything. It brings the microphone in. I can even connect my phone via the iRig. You know, if I want to use my phone for audio and all that, I can bring that in with the Behringer or with an iRig 2. The iRig 2 is a great piece of hardware there, as far as that goes. But how is everybody doing? Good morning. And we do have the morning coffee here on this Wednesday morning coffee, 11.15/2023. I keep on wanting to say 2013 for some reason. 2023 at Twitch broadcast. And me too. You got a Behringer 802. Do you got a Behringer 802, Helen? I love it. I think it's great. I think it's a great piece of hardware. I think I thought about updating to the UBS and stuff like that, but it's still going. It's still ticking. Knock on wood. But we are getting our day started here. A good day as far as that goes. Hashtag positive start to the day. Hashtag PSTTD. And just to warn you, ads start in another minute and a half. So keep me posted on the ads. This is interesting. Keep tabs on the ads and stuff like that. There's nothing really I can do. I think I've got them down to the minimum of settings. Of course, we all know Twitch wants to get their little, that's how they keep Twitch going. So, just bear with the ads. We'll wait for you. We're not going anywhere. Just go get a coffee or go to the bathroom. That's what I do on the ads. One of those two things as far as that goes. And Helen's saying good morning to Jeeves. Yeah, Jeeves is drinking his coffee too. Yeah, I lurked a little bit in your broadcast there, Jeeves. I felt guilty. Helen almost made me want to come up, and she said, "You lurkers." I was offline on another browser there. I don't sign in on my Twitch. I sort of keep. That's my lurking. No, I just came in there real quick. I saw you coming up and stuff. You're doing the jams and stuff like that. You had some good jams going. I was getting ready to go to bed. I was coming here shutting down, and I saw the alert, and I said, "Oh, Jeeves is up." Something about Taco Tuesday or something. So it's good seeing you. Has Chris cleaned up his his X/Twitter yet? Ask him that. Say I want him to come back, but he needs to clean that up first. He's got to get away from that type of postings. Helen already had my breakfast, had coffee and my McDonald's breakfast. Oh, okay, yeah, and yeah. Oh, okay. So yeah, for the price with the preamps, etc., it's worth it. Mine's the USB. Oh, okay. Yeah. See, I was almost going to get the USB version. Mine came out. I got mine a couple years before. I think 2 years before the. I got it during the Blab days. I got it during Blab. That's when I got it to bring the microphones in. Let him know. I tell him I say hi. I hope he's the best. But until I get the, he needs to clean up that. If he wants to go that route, that's fine. But tell him I can't really follow him until he cleans that up. And I think I hope he understands. Tell him I don't mean any as far as that goes. Just a chain of, and stuff like that. It just, I'm an old fogey, guys. You can't be. Let's see. Ad break will be ending in 1 minute and 30 seconds. So we're standing by for the ad break. As far as that goes, let me go ahead and type that. I'm standing by till ads get done. Did she do it again? Oh God. Okay. What the hell happened here? Okay, waiting on ads. Helen, I got it at the start of COVID when we had to start recording our radio shows from home when the radio station was shut down. Okay. Folks, okay, no ads. Oh, you have no ads, Tim? That's strange. Okay. I didn't buy it. I bought it. I didn't buy it for streaming. I bought it for radio, but it does the job all around. Oh yeah, Helen, that it does. Yes. Are you seeing me, Helen? You're not seeing ads now? Maybe just on the initial. We're back. Okay. But I have to go for a minute. I'll be right back. There's something that came up here. I'll be right back, guys. Stand by, okay? Chat among yourselves. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. We're back. I just heard the missus. She says, I thought we had a cat that need cleanup on aisle 6. Let's see, what do I miss? No ads for. Okay, no ads for you this time, just on the initial come in, lady leg. Okay, Helen. I'm so wet and not in a good way. Oh, it must be raining. Just got soaked with the rain. And dang. Okay, so backing up on the comments here. Yeah, we don't have sound. We have sound now, so that was just we got that taken care of. So there's always a solution to an issue and stuff, and we took care of that. And I thought I had to clean up some cat. Our cats do that every once in a while. So, um, but good to have you here. And then it's interesting on the ads. Helen saw initial ad, but she didn't see any ads afterwards. But Tony, did you see ads? You, I got the indication you saw ads too. So, but we are here. I hope everybody's having a great Wednesday on this sort of late start, as far as that goes. Let's see. I like. I'm like a drowned rat getting to going to have to go home and yeah, with the rain. Yeah. But we do have the morning coffee as far as that goes, and it's tasting mighty fine. And and such. So we're off and running. I hope everybody had a good Tuesday, Monday and Tuesday, I guess, because that's the last time we saw you all here on Twitch. And as far as that goes, currently here in the southern tier of upstate New York, it is 26 degrees Fahrenheit, which equates to -3 degrees Celsius, -3.3. So it's a little cool. It's nice and toasty in here, so that tells me the furnace is working, which is good. Thank you. Um, but we're going to have clouds, some sun this morning, with more clouds for this afternoon. High 54 degrees. It started out a little misty. We went for a walk yesterday, me and the missus, and when we came home, we got home here. Uh, it started raining. It's sort of raining, cloudy all day, and yeah, yeah. But at least it'll be a clean wet. Tim says to Helen. So we got a high of 54 degrees Fahrenheit. Sun will be rising this morning at 6:56 a.m., which is at 6:01, so that's in 55 minutes. 6:56 a.m. here in the southern tier of upstate New York. The sun will be rising. As you can see, it's still dark out. Sun will be setting at 4:46 p.m. World times and temperatures as I speak. Honolulu, Hawaii at 1:02 a.m. in the morning. Currently, cloudy skies, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. Um, in Phoenix, Arizona at 4:02 a.m. Currently, Phoenix, partly cloudy, partly clear, 66 degrees Fahrenheit. Chicago, Illinois, the Windy City at 5:02 a.m., 45 degrees Fahrenheit, partly cloudy, partly clear. 6:02 a.m. right now in New York City, and right here in the southern tier of upstate New York, it's clear skies, 41 degrees in New York City. Across the pond, oh no, let's back up because Tony gave me his down there in Warner Robins, Georgia. Where's yours, Tony? I think did you give me the weather? I thought I saw you giving me the weather. Maybe you didn't. Tony didn't. Okay, no problem. I thought I saw it in there. Usually when Tony's right in there with the salute, positive start to the day, and good morning to the missus. You got no music, got no sound. Okay, we took care of that. So, okay, no weather report. Backing up to Vancouver, Canada, we have 37 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 3 degrees Celsius. So you're a little bit warmer. We're -3. You're +3. And going across the pond in Cork, Ireland at 11:03 a.m. We have cloudy skies also, sunny and cloudy, 46 degrees Fahrenheit. In Edinburgh, Scotland, Helen says that it is 6 degrees Celsius, and for those people that don't know what 6 degrees Celsius is, that includes me. That's 42.8, 40. You might as well say 43 degrees Fahrenheit. In Scotland, over there in Edinburgh, Scotland, where Helen is at. Thank you, Helen, and thank you, Jeeves, Milan, Italy. We got sunny skies in Milan at 12:04 p.m. Manja, they're having their lunch. Sunny skies, 54 degrees with sunny skies. In New Delhi, India, at 4:34 p.m. in afternoon, cloudy skies, 79 degrees Fahrenheit. In Mumbai at 4:34 p.m. also south of New Delhi, 88 degrees Fahrenheit with cloudy skies. Kuala Lumpur, it's raining in Kuala Lumpur. It's raining over there in Scotland too, I guess, from what Helen is telling us. Adding that to the Scotland, Edinburgh, Scotland weather. Kuala Lumpur, it's raining 82 degrees Fahrenheit at 7:04 p.m. in the evening. Tokyo, Japan, we have clear skies at 8:05 p.m., 54 degrees Fahrenheit. In Melbourne, Australia, at 10:05 p.m. in the late evening, cloudy skies, 57. And in Sydney, Australia, at 10:05 p.m. also, 70 degrees, partly cloudy, partly clear. And those are our world times and temperatures as I speak. Helen, it makes me chuckle when people always tell that Scotland is cold. It usually seems warmer than most parts of America when you guys think about the weather. I equate the weather of Scotland there, Helen, to New York State, because New York State we're on about the same. I think it's relatively the same, I would say. Um, uh, Now I think I spent maybe an hour. My feet spent an hour on the ground in Lakenheath there years back when I was just rushed off to get a beer off the Air Force Air Base there in the Bird in Hand, I think it was called, to get a warm beer, and then we came back, and it seemed sort of gloomy, you know. But then again, that was just the time of year, I guess. It was, but. Um, Well, you got the oceans around you too, so you know as far as that goes, and we just have lakes. What affects our weather here in the southern tier are where I'm at right now, the Finger Lakes. When the north wind comes from Canada, the Finger Lakes, we get a lot of lake effect. The New York State Finger Lakes, and then the big lakes there up Buffalo way. They can affect our weather here, as far as that goes. You said -3 where you? Yeah, it is. It's I said negative because it's 26 degrees, because 32 degrees Fahrenheit is 0 degrees centigrade. So 26 degrees Fahrenheit, um, Fahrenheit to Celsius. Yeah, 26 degrees Fahrenheit, Helen, is -3.3. Now, Jeeves, he's at 36. That's 10 more degrees Fahrenheit, so it's going to be above 0. Oh, okay. Oh, you're just questioning. Yeah, it gets that cold. Yeah. You don't get the negatives then, I take it. Okay, I'm backing up. I thought, okay. You understand. Okay. My mistake. My mistake, Helen. I was thinking you didn't understand. You're just questioning it's -3 here. Yeah, it's. Does it get negative in Scotland at all? We seldom get cold. Okay. And we still talk about the weather. Tony comes in with at Warner Robins, Georgia, 53 degrees Fahrenheit, high of 59, low of 51. Light rain in Warner Robins, Georgia. Thank you, Tony. Helen, at the height of winter, we might go a couple of degrees below 0, but it seldom gets. Okay, much. Really? I would figure you would get. Wow, that's interesting. No, we get cold. We get icebox cold. I mean, we've had it to where we've had. We've been with the wind chill factor at, at least below -1 degree Fahrenheit, and -1. We've been as we get as cold as -18 degrees Celsius here, Helen. As far as our weather, it can get that cold here. That's because of our lake effect. We got a double. We got the Finger Lakes, and then we got the big lake in Buffalo. So that all that cold air coming down from Canada. So you don't get the cold air from Canada. It gives us a lot of cold air. As far as say, thank you, Canada. Um, we got Jeeves to blame for it. He's a Canadian, so Just joking, Chief. You know that. Um, let's see. Yes, they do. Let's see. Our thought for the day is author unknown again. I had yesterday was author unknown over there on my X/Twitter feed of @firemanrich, and posted that up. In the Highlands of Scotland, it'll be much colder. Yeah, because you're higher altitude, but across the center belt, Edinburgh, Glasgow, it's pretty mild. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. And Tony, you broadcasted last. I guess Tony broadcasted last night. 9 hours ago. Your face just popped up on my Twitter feed. Edinburgh is also surrounded by hills, so it gets. Oh, okay, okay. You got the hills around. Okay, yeah, that's a big factor there. Our thought for the day comes from author unknown, meaning don't know where this came from. There is great power in letting go, and there is great freedom in moving on. We were talking about this the other day, weren't we, Helen? I just thinking of that. Oh my God. Um, there is great power in letting go, and there is great freedom to move on. But it's sometimes it's very hard because um, you got certain circumstances you can't just let go right away. So we'll just leave it at that. And but there is I know from past experiences. Um, how can I put this? When Max passed away, I could not. I still can't really let it go that he's gone and stuff like that. It's just like he's just. It's like, and it's just like recently here we lost Calvin. I'm trying to. We got to move on. They're in my hearts. I remember them and stuff like that. It's hard to let especially when you have a family member that's passed. It's hard, but you got to move on, and I have to a certain. But I still remember him. But it for me and the missus, especially recently here with Calvin, we find ourselves thinking about certain things, and it sort of brings us. It makes us sad again. So, but we're trying to think happy thoughts, which there's a lot of them. And we're not going to totally let them go. They're still in our hearts as far as that goes, and we love them both. But there's other things that things that happen that in the greater scheme of things, does it really matter? It may matter for the moment, but my father used to say, "Is it going to matter 100 years from now? If it's not, then." Why really put a lot of energy into it and do it on the long haul and stuff like that. So just something to think about, a thought for the day. There is great power in letting go, and there is great freedom in moving on, and you become a lot, focused after letting things go. What's that? Oh, okay. Okay. Let's see. So there's our thought for today. Our national. Let's see. I seldom dwell in the past. Once I'm over something, I don't look back. Yeah, I have a tendency, Helen. I take a glance back because I guess I've always done that. Where even some of the bad things, because I look at where I was and where I'm at now, and I'm at a better place now than where I was before. I think it's okay to take a glance back, not to look back, but to take a glance once in a while. Okay, not all the time, but once in a while. You always get in those conversations. Oh, I wish when I was younger, what I know now, I do it. You can't go back. That's a given. But I agree with you, Helen. You don't dwell on the past. You can glance back. The thing that's probably okay to dwell on is those happy times. Happy memories are always ones that you want to keep close to you, okay? And I guess that's the point I'm getting across, that the happy ones are going to sustain you in the long haul. But yes, you have to move forward. You have to go forward, stuff like that. So let's see, our National Day today. Ooh, we got a full docket here. It takes a while to let go in the first place. Yes, yeah, that's true, Helen. But once I'm over, I'm completely. If that yes, it does make sense. And me and Helen had a great discussion concerning this, and but there's certain things you have to do before you get over it, and I fully agree with that, Helen. So thank you for that. And it is. It's let's see, our National Day. We got American Recycles Day. We recycle all the time. Today's Garbage Day. I put the garbage out last night. This is National. I have no idea what that word means. Let's see. National Clean Out Your Refrigerator Day. Remember in Periscope when they had that thing? What's in your refrigerator? And everybody be recording the refrigerators. What's inside? We got three good ones. Let's see. National Raisin Bran Cereal Day. I like Raisin Bran cereal. National Education Support Professional Days. That's too long. Screw that. And then we have National Spice Hermit Cookie Day. Ooh, I like that. Open fridge. Yeah, open the fridge. National Spice Hermit Cookie Day. That looks pretty good. I'm going to go with this one. National Bun Day. You know, the cake bun it? Is it bunned it? Is that what it is? You know, the round cake that has this, it's like a big giant donut. A bun cake. National Bun Cake Day. National Bun Day. I like the bums. No, I said bun. B-U-N, not bums. Also known as National Bundt Cake Day, is observed every day November 5th as people across the United States plan menus for the holiday. It's like a holiday cake. The bun cake is sure to be on the list. Hashtag National Bundt Day. The bun cake can be any cake in a bundt pan. You know, it's circular with a hole in the middle. Forms into a distinct ring shape. Yeah, ring. The mold of the bun pan is initially inspired by the traditional European fruit cake that and Italians, they give cakes and a bottle of wine or spumante during the holidays, primarily during New Year's. Let's see, National Booty Day. No, not Booty Day, Tim. And Helen says, I actually need to clean mine and switch it back. I've been defrosting it. It's supposed to be frost free. Oh, the refrigerator. Okay. And Jeez goes, that's what I mean. And Lady Leg to Mr. Twixt. Helen to Jeeves. I heard you had bums. I meant to sat bums. Yeah. Helen goes Panatone. Okay, you guys are talking some words I'm not even going to pronounce. Okay, have fun in the chat. But let's see. It was in was it 1963? New Good Housekeeping Cookbook. Let's see. In the beginning, the bun pan did not sell well, and Nordic Wares considered discontinuing the product. Then in 1963, New Good Housekeeping Cookbook, the bundt pan was mentioned and sales increased. In 1966, sales increased dramatically when the bun cake called the Tunnel of Fudge, baked by Eli Heffrich, took second place in the annual Pillsbury Bake Off and won $5,000 prize. The public from the Bake Off resulted in more than 200,000 bun cake pan. So, you know, it got the thing. Panetones is an Italian cake bread. Oh, that's when okay, is that what it's called, Helen? I just know they gave the cake. It's almost like a real, is that the tall cake that's like a bun cake? So, or no, it's, okay, yeah. Panettone is the Italian cake bread that they give it. Exactly, that's what I'm talking. Yeah, I lived in Italy I never knew what it was. I just called it cake. It was Christmas cake that our neighbors would give us, and then what did we give them? We always got it from our neighbors and stuff. It was an Italian. It was really, but the good thing is it was always a good bottle of spumante. Oh, I love the spumante is good stuff. That is good stuff. So we're gonna go with National Bundt Cake Day. Yesterday I did do the the Tioga radio show over there on Mixcloud. I want to highlight two songs, actually three songs. Helen left. Yeah. See the things I learned years later and stuff. I never knew what it was called, Helen. To be honest with you, I never, for the life of me, I just called it Christmas cake. Oh, you're giving us a Christmas cake? They might have said that word. Now that I'm thinking of it, and I just, as far as that goes. Hey, do you ever remember them calling that Christmas cake we used to get on Christmas from certain people in Italy called panettone? Okay, the missus knew. I didn't. So there's the deal. Oh yeah, they have them here. Yeah, they're in the stores here, Helen. Just to let you know. I never knew that was the name. I always used to call it the Christmas cake. Okay. Yeah, the missus was up on that. So, in Germany they give stolen and stolen, and in Italy it's okay. It's a yeah. Okay, you know that's right. In Germany they do give the cake too, because my sister was we she was stationed up there in Germany and stuff like that when she was in the service. The Tioga radio show yesterday. Let's see. Do we got anybody that listened to it yesterday? No, nobody listened to it. Yeah, we got them here too. Yeah, it's a primarily over there in the European multinational. Yeah, exactly, Helen. I think it's a good tradition. Let's see. Yeah, yesterday's and the day before, the last two radio shows. But I had fun doing it. I wanted to highlight two songs there, seeing that we have Helen here. Oh, you did? I don't see the click. You sure you didn't see the third? Okay, for yesterday's I have 0 plays, but the one before I have 2 plays. I misread that. Maybe you looked at the 31st. This one was for 14 November. And to highlight, the very first song I played on there was a new Rolling Stone. They have a new Rolling Stone. The Rolling Stones have a new studio album out, Helen. Oh, on Spotify. Okay. The 14th. Okay, maybe that doesn't. Maybe when you click it on Spotify, it doesn't click over on the. I'm looking at the Mixcloud page, Tim. Okay, thank you for your listen. But the first song, the Rolling Stones, "Mess It Up." That's a new song from them. They have a new studio album out. And then I had Night Ranger, Sarah Crow, Deep Purple, AC/DC, Blackstone Cherry, and then the seventh song I had was Steven Wilson Jr. The Devil. That was more or less I think that's on a country song, but I liked it. It's a good song. Yep, I listened to it. Yes, thank you, Tim. And then the last song, there's a group called the Dead South. It's one of my favorite groups. I like their music. It's sort of a twangy country, but it's very unique, and they have a new song called the Tiny Wooden Box. I don't know if it's about burying things and just letting it go to bring but I was pretty impressed with the Rolling Stones. I will sign up to Mixcloud and listen to it. No, that's okay. It there, so no, that's good, Tim. You can just if you're listening to Spotify, that's fine. That's cool. Don't change. You don't need an extra app. If you're listening to Spotify, that's fine. Believe me. Don't. Okay, I appreciate it and stuff. But the Rolling Stones, they have a new studio album out, which those guys are in their 80s, and and they sound pretty good. Of course, they probably got some good singers backing them up. And then, like I said, the Dead South, that's a new song. But the other artist, Steven Wilson, he's sort of a dark, because the song's called the Devil. I put it in lower cursor because I think that's the way the title went. But Steven Wilson Jr., he opens up for other people. I love to hear you enthusiastic talking about me. Yeah, and those songs, I Helen, the Rolling Stones, who would figure? I'm looking, I said, I've never heard this song. So I go to research it, it's like, oh, this is a new song. They have a new album out. Wow, that's cool. Good for them. And like I said, the Dead South, I always like listening to them. I want it to show that so okay, I appreciate it, Tim. Thank you. So I had fun being the hashtag wannabe radio DJ. And the thing is, every time I do that now, the show was like a 40-minute show. 40 minutes it takes. I usually keep it within 35 to 40 minutes, and it just goes by so quick because I have all the songs lined up and everything's a one-shot live take. Um, if that's Porcupine Tree, Steven Wilson. Let me check. Is that the name of the song, Porcupine? Let me see. Steve. Steven. He did a bunch of surround sound for mixes for. Sounds very cool. Is that who we talked about? Steven Wilson. Wilson. Porcupine. Is that the name of it? Porcupine. Yep, that's the guy, Tim. That is the guy. That guy is pretty cool. It's the same Steven Wilson. He was in a band called. He was in Porcupine. Okay. See, that's somebody new. I came across a song. I'm listening to The Devil. That's the name of the song, and I'm like, whoa, that's a good song. It's sort of, the video is pretty cool too. It's sort of a rock, southern rock type. Because I asked the missus because she likes listening to country. I said, you ever hear this? And then he opened up for one group. I forget what it was. And she said, oh yeah, I know that group. It's country. So that's a new artist that's on my radar now. So Steven Wilson, a very good artist, musical artist, I should say. So I had fun doing that yesterday. And I will be doing another one the 28th of this month. I do it every other week now. If I don't forget. That's why I put it over on the calendar. I mark it down, Mixcloud. Okay, we got another ad break in a minute and a half there, guys. Let's see, how's the broadcast going? Pre-rolls. Okay. So let's see. What are we at? We should be, we're at 42 minutes. See, now it feels like I've only been on for like 10, 15 minutes, but we've been on for 42 minutes already as far as that. So we're going to get, his surround sound remixes are very cool. Yeah, I got to listen to more of him and stuff like that. He's one of those, he's been around, but I just discovered him, and he's worth listening to. Let's see. We got ads. Will end in 35 seconds. We will wait, and but I did have fun doing that. And thank you for saying that. I like listening to like doing that because I pretend that I'm in my own radio studio and stuff like that. So where Helen, she is a real she's actually on the radio. That's real stuff there. So I'm really impressed with that, Helen. That's cool. When I hear you on the what's that app I use? I'm going to my phone. Radio Garden. When I listen to 365 Radio, is that what it is? Let's see. Planting its seeds. Yeah, 365 Radio. That's where Helen's is at on her radio mix. Yeah, his surround sound remixes are okay. Oh, I didn't want that. Oh, what happened there? We gotta go mobile. So I think we're back. Yeah, we're back. Helen says I should probably go back for a nap. I only had a couple hours sleep, and in the short time I was actually asleep. Someone tried to call me at 4 a.m. Oh man, I would freak at phone calls that early. When I get a phone call that early, it doesn't mean good news. And I've had those 3 a.m., 4 o'clock phone calls, and they're not really good ones. You're always too kind, Rich. I've been doing it for 4 years now, but I feel like I'm so, yeah, and that's a good thing. The still learning bit, Helen. That's like me. If you're still learning, that makes it even more funner and stuff like that. So even though I have a regular workflow when I do the Tioga radio show, it's still fun. And I always remember the guy that hooked me into it, and that's Mr. Bill Elders. He's a real radio DJ. God bless him. He's no longer on the internet for that purpose. He's a little bit older. He hasn't been on the internet for years, but you could check him out. Bill Elder on YouTube. Check him out. He is a funny guy, and he is a real deal radio DJ. He back in the day, he was on the Big X down there in Macon, Georgia. A really good guy. People forget about the time difference, but yeah, it deserves a boot in the balls. Yeah, exactly. Back to bed. Yeah, have a good sleep there, Helen. Let's see. We're gonna go into let's say our history. Good history on this day. Let's see what we got here. If I can get to it. The tab. Okay, let's see what we got here on this day. What happened? Let's see, the first assembly of the League of Nations in Geneva, 1920. That more or less was sort of similar to the United Nations after World War II or World War One, but it fell. The League of Nations fell apart before World War II. They were very inept as far as they didn't do anything. They were just like the UN is today now. The UN doesn't really. I don't really give any status to the United Nations. They just, as far as that goes. Hey, Glick, nonsensical nonsense. How you doing, Glick? Good morning. You're up early. You must be getting ready to go into work. We got all the gang here. On this day in 1939, the cornerstone of the Jefferson Memorial was laid. I've visited the Jefferson Memorial. The short time that the one and only time I went to Washington, it was very, very. It was only a couple hours, and the Jefferson Memorial is one of those things I saw. And Lady and Helen is saying, "Glick, glick, glick, go to bed, Helen. Put the earbuds in. I'll talk you to sleep." But the Jefferson Memorial is just like the Lincoln Memorial. They're when you see the picture of them, yeah. When you're right there and you see these monuments, it's like, wow. So they laid the cornerstone back in 1939 on this day. On this day, back in 1969, which I was a young lad there in elementary school, 250,000 peaceful protesters rallied against the Vietnam War, which is good. Which, looking back, click, glick, Mr. G says. In 1987, here's something on the musical front. 1987, Dire Straits. I love Dire Straits. They're a great group. I love listening to them. The Walk of Life. Oh, God, that's a great song. Walk of Life. Became the first act to sell over 3 million copies of an album over there in the UK with Brothers in Arms. That's a good song, Brothers in Arms. That is a very good song, which contained 5. Well, that's the name of the album, but the song Brother of Arms is good, which contained 5 top 40 singles. Money for Nothing, that's another good one. So Far Away, Walk of Life, and Brother of Arms, and Your Latest Trick back in 1987. It's Dire Straits, one of my favorite. Dire Straits is in my top 5 of groups as far as that goes. The video for Walk of Life was a pretty good. Yeah, it is. It's got the sports and stuff like that. I like that. And that's and that video, Helen, they you can see the band is just having a ball. I love their, you can, it's like I would love to be a roadie for that group. Dire Straits, a great musical group. On this day in 1988, people need to remember that Palestine Independence Day is commemorating the day Palestine National Council declared itself a state. And they need to be a state, and they need to be disassociated with Hamas. And that's all I'm going to say, because I don't equate. Palestine is something separate than Hamas, what Israel is taking care of right now. And they're doing, from what I've been hearing firsthand and seeing, they're doing quite the job. Back in 1990, the space shuttle Atlantis launched for the first time flight. I missed the space shuttles. I liked seeing those. 2005, baseball players and owners agreed on tougher steroid testing policies. I still have my thoughts. Are they still using some? They're not calling it steroids, as far as that goes. And let's see, what else do we have? We have over on the AP side. And Glick is saying, from Nonsensical Nonsense Podcast, is saying good morning to Helen. Helen's getting ready to go to bed. She should get in bed. She's been up too late. Let's see. November 15th, 1864, during the Civil War, Union forces, 1864, during the Civil War, Union forces led by Major General William Tecumseh Sherman began their march to the sea from Atlanta. The campaign ended with the capture of Savannah in December 21. General Sherman, had a big impact on the Civil War. And let's see, Mark Comfort Fire Straits was born in Scotland. Not a lot of people know that. Oh, okay, they were okay. From to Dire Straits, and Nonsensical Nonsense saying hello to Jeeves from Dire. Okay, from Dire Straits. You know, the thing is, I think I remember. I thought it was a combination. They're Scottish and English and stuff like that. I knew they were a group from over there, Helen. All right. I just got back home. You sound like Tony. Go to bed. No, I just say you're sleeping. Get some sleep, girl. No, it's okay. Let's see. 1777, the Second Continental Congress approved the Articles of Confederation, sort of a prequel to the Bill of Rights. Let's see. In 1806, explorer Pike sighted the mountain known as Pikes Peak in the present-day Colorado. In 1937, at the U.S. Capitol, members of the U.S. House and Senate met in air-conditioned chambers for this first time. In 1937, they had air conditioning. Wow. 1942, on this day, the naval battle of Guadalcanal ended during World War II with a decisive U.S. victory over Japan. General Sherman is Ohio boy. Don't mess with it. Yeah, he was a badass in the Civil War. This battle of Guadalcanal, the misses. Oh, what do we got? We got dinging. Where's the dinging coming from? What's this? Oh, my payment failed again. Hey Tony, that I gotta change my wallet. That wallet that I have, Muon, it's not cutting. I did one more. I'm going from Muon. It's a wallet to a Coinbase wallet. Nothing. I tried transferring 5,000 Satoshis. I just got notification it's failed. Okay, no problem. But the Battle of Guadalcanal that ended on this day back in 1942. The Mrs.'s parents, they have a very good friend. He's no longer with us, but he was at Guadalcanal, and I had the distinct honor. It was probably 2 years before he passed. It was right out here on the front porch. He was up from down south there, visiting my in-laws, and they came, and we had some lemonade sitting out on the back porch, and he ended up starting to talk about, he was a medic on Guadalcanal, and he was they were surrounded. They were left there because the Japanese were almost going to overwhelm them, and he started talking about Guadalcanal, and I'm just sitting there listening to this because he knew I was in the Air Force, So he's talking to, and I'm asking him questions about it. And my in-laws, especially my father-in-law, I didn't think of it at the moment, but I noticed that he was just listening very intent. And my in-laws and this gentleman, they knew each other. They went to high school together back in like the 20, as far as that goes. So, but he was talking about Guadalcanal and the conditions and stuff like that, and it's just like it was like living history talking to somebody that was actually there. It was a few weeks later. My in-laws, we had them over for dinner, and it was right after dinner that we got talking, and the subject came up of their friend visiting and stuff like that. And I said, and that was a very interesting discussion we had about Guadalcanal. And he go, as far as from a military standpoint, my father-in-law goes, yeah, Rich, it was. That's the first time we ever heard about it. Years later. I think I'll just call him Mr. B. Mr. B. There, I think he knew he was getting ready to. It's the war veterans of World War II, and there's been studies on this. They tell their story before they pass because they want to leave something, and I felt very privileged and honored to listen to him, because when my father-in-law, that just blew me away. I mean, it just so on this day, 1942. The naval battle of Guadalcanal ended in World War II, and I'm thinking of Mr. B right now. Okay, you have a moment. Oh wow, yeah. It was brutal, brutal. War is brutal, especially when you hear a firsthand account of it. I've been very fortunate also. Um, the neighbors to the property I have, um, uh, the owner, he passed it on to his son and daughter, but the owner there of our neighboring property, he was on the beaches of Normandy. Never really talked about it, but I remember having a great discussion with him um, over it, and it's just like, that is precious memories of never forgetting what war is. War is bad, and they both said that war is. He says it's necessary. It's messy. It's still necessary, and it just has to be done. In World War II, it had to be done. What's up, man? And Glick saying easy to Helen. Helen should be in bed right now. And Helen saying, laughing at Glick, which is good. Oh, you missed so much. Tony, oh, you missed so much. Where's Tony? Did Tony say something? Oh, morning meeting over. Okay. Oh, he can watch the replay, Helen, if you're still listening. Let's see. In 1939, it was President Franklin Delano Roosevelt that laid the cornerstone, to be more exact, of the Jefferson Memorial. Okay. In 1966, I remember this, the flight of Gemini 12, the final mission of the Gemini program, ended successfully as astronauts James A. Lovell, who just passed away, he passed away here recently, and Edwin Buzz Aldrin Jr. splashed down safely in the Atlantic after spending 4 days in orbit. In 1960, we talked about that one. Glick says, nonsensical nonsense. I love chatting with the older generation. The stories they have are yeah, they're gold, Glick. They are gold. They are so. I wish I had a recorder. I wish I could have recorded that, because it just. I remember what Mr. B said, and Mr. The other gentleman that was our neighbor. As far as to talk to those two, and I don't think I don't think I'll ever be talking to anybody from World War II again. I had the distinct pleasure when I was it was back in 1980 Thanksgiving. I was up in Boston, and it was a coworker. We went to. He invited me for Thanksgiving, and his wife's great uncle was in World War I. I sat there and talked to a guy that was he was on an artillery detachment, and they used horses to pull the artillery back in World War One. It's just those moments right there. They are gold for me. They are so precious as far as to be able to sit in the presence of somebody that has gone into battle, as far as that goes. Um, Speaking of battle, it was back in 2003. Two Black Hawk helicopters collided and crashed in Iraq. Troops were killed. I think, well, that was Somalia, the Black Hawk Down. But this is back in 2003. That's after war, I think, wasn't it? Yeah. And that's about it for the history there. Um, let's see. So many of the ones who made it back didn't want to talk. Yeah, they did want to talk about it, Helen, and I felt very honored when Mr. B there, that my in-laws' very good friend. Um, I think he was in the presence of a military person, and that's usually the case that I've seen on some interviews and stuff like that. We started talking about stuff. He asked me about the service, and he's the one that I remember. He's the one that I didn't want to talk. I knew he was in the service, and I said, "Oh, you were in the service," and yeah, I was a medic. And I said, "Oh, that's cool. You know, that was tough, and I know you don't want to talk." He said, "Oh no, I was I was on Guadalcanal, and we were surrounded for a time there, and it was the harsh. We had the Banzai attacks and all that and stuff like that, and we were hanging on by a thread." He said they were almost overwhelmed at Guadalcanal until the Allies were able to punch through the Japanese naval blockade they had, and Guadalcanal just started our stepping stone to the victory in the Pacific. And hell into nonsensical nonsense. So it's completely understandable the things they saw. Yeah, it is horrible. Yeah, but once expressing it, I think at that time, looking back on it, Mr. B had a need to tell somebody, but he wanted to tell somebody that could fully understand. I think because if you're in the military for a while, you can understand what they're talking about and stuff like that. So, great respects for that, as far as that goes. In the college football, or no, Canadian Football League, we didn't talk about that. They had their semi-playoffs, and my team is out. Jeeves, the Tiger Cats beat the no the Alouettes. Alouettes, the Montreal team, beat the Toronto team this past Saturday, 38-17, and then the Blue Bombers, which won their division, beat the Lions. So the Grey Cup is going to be between the Blue Bombers and the Alouettes on Sunday, November 19th. That's a surprise. Is that Latin, Helen? You got me. Not sure what that says, Helen. Let's see. You got me looking at it. um, okay, Helen, just a quote from the oldies of the Roman poet Horace, in which it is claimed that it's sweet and fitting to die for one's country. Thank you, Helen. Yeah. It is sweet and fitting to die for one's country. Yes. And that's the ultimate sacrifice. And that's one of the things that Mr. Brainer um, we were talking about. He was talking about all the people that he felt very fortunate and stuff like that. When I lived in Charleston, I had a couple of nursing homes I took care of, and I would block out my hole from them and visit with as many residents as possible just to talk to them. Yeah, that's good. You could write a book. Exactly, Glick. You could write a book on some of these stories. It's Latin. Okay, that's Latin. Okay, thank you, Helen. But that's I just did the translation there, so I like that. Helen just put it was a Latin version of "It is sweet and fitting to die for one's country, and that was from a quote from the Odes of the Roman poet Horace. And thank you, Helen. That's fitting. Thank you very much. I can't pronounce Latin. My sister, she took Latin. I there's no way I could take Latin, um, as far as that goes. Um, but it's a famous poem, exactly. Um, Getting back to football, I wasn't surprised, and I talked about this on. Well, I think we'll be talking about it. The Bills. I don't understand the Bills. The Bills this Monday night, they lost. The Broncos beat them. My hat's off to the Broncos. They came through. The Bills just had some mistakes. They coughed up the ball, and it was heart wrenching watching. I watched the whole game, and I was pissed. I don't know what the Bills, if they're gonna, they're not even on the fence there. Wilfred Owen wrote a poem whilst at war called. Okay, that's what. Well, is that what is it? Yeah, they mentioned his name, Wilson O. Yeah, as Owen described it, it's a quotation from the Odious of Roman poet, in which he claimed that it's sweet. Yeah, it's okay. He used that in his book. It's a reference in reference to Horace. Yes, okay, the poet Horace. Yeah, thank you, Helen. Hey, bringing up, I love that literature stuff. That's great. I love talking about the literature. It's especially a good quote. That's a great quote. Um, we hope that our military people don't want to die for their country, but in some cases they have to. In World War II, there was quite a few people that did, as far as Mr. B, in you know, in our discussion there, as far as that goes. Bills are looking rough. They're just looking. They're not as rough, not as bad as the Patriots and Giants, though, Glick. Patriots, they're just. I think Belichick, he just should say, hang it up, and I mean, this is his worst season ever in his whole career, I think. And the Giants, they're just. I think they're. I was on Michael Bathurst's broadcast the other day, and I didn't want to. I'm so distressed about the Bills. I don't even want to talk about it, but it is there. The Bills are in disarray right now. They need to clean up their act big time now, if they want to make the playoffs. I think I'm almost thinking the Buffalo Bills will not make the playoffs if they keep playing the way they're playing. They're given, I would figure it was a close game the first time the Broncos met in Colorado, in Denver there. I figure the Bills, it would have been a sure pushover, but the Broncos brought their A game, and they're looking pretty good. Bills, they got to get their act together if they want to make the playoffs. And I agree, they're looking very rough, Glick. As far as the Giants, like I said, I was in Michael Bathurst's broadcast on Monday, I believe it was. Yeah, Monday. And he had a good analogy. Are the Giants tanking on purpose to get a draft pick? It's tough to look as bad as those two teams. Yeah, exactly. I got my hats off to the Cleveland Browns, though. That's a story right there in itself. Oh my God, they held their own there Sunday, Glick. I mean, I ended up watching the Giants. They were losing, so I ended up watching Pittsburgh. And then at the end of the Pittsburgh game, they showed the ending of the Cleveland game. And oh my God, beating Cincinnati? Is that who they played? Yeah, they beat Cincinnati. No, who did Cleveland play? Oh, the Ravens. The Ravens. Yeah, they won by 2 points. They held them off, and that's. Heard Bills fired Dorsey. Oh, did he? Oh, really? Ooh, that's interesting. That's interesting. So I'm not sure about football. I do have a stat though that this past Sunday, six of the games that were wins were done by a field goal, and the one Monday night was 5 wins on Sunday were due to a field goal, and the win on Monday night was a field goal. So the field goals are becoming a major factor. Field goal kickers Is just what I'm saying. We'll talk about that on Sunday with Tony D on his Belt King Fantasy Football. Check out Tony D there. He has a broadcast last night. I gotta give him a. He has me as a guest on his broadcast, and I greatly appreciate it, Tony. I gotta get on Glick. Glick, I see you guys, and I just get to doing something else. Sleeping on the couch, I guess, for the most part. Helen, yes, I've made it to bed. Keep up with the American football chat. Yeah, they'll put you to sleep, Helen. Yeah. So there's football as far as that goes. And before we go, we're gonna extend. This is gonna be an extended one, but I'm gonna top off my coffee. So I'm gonna go ahead and a lot of chow, close games this week. Yeah, very true, Glick. Very true. I'm gonna take another break here, folks, as far as that goes, and I want to get my top off my coffee. So I'll be right back. So hang in there. Talk among yourselves in the chat. I'll be right back. Oh, we're back. We got commercials going on though. Oh, that's good timing. That's good timing. Oh, what do we got here? Helen, what are you doing? You spamming me? Uh, And Glick says you're always have an invite. Okay, Glick. Yeah, you said that before. I appreciate it. I gotta pop in. I gotta do a pop in on your show. Uh, Expect it this week. You got a broadcast tonight, don't you? We're back, and my thing is running. They're running a little behind here, I guess. Um, there's Helen. Helen is does the radio broadcast there on 365 Radio. Check out her. She's over there on X/Twitter to give her a plug there. And Glick's Nonsensical Nonsense, our good friend there from Ohio, Nonsensical Nonsense Podcast. He broadcasts with Jeff there Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 7 o'clock as far as that goes. So give those individuals, they're here on Twitch. We love Twitch. We like Twitch. And Helen's, thank you, Helen, for the. That looks pretty neat in the chat there. That looks good. Um, so Glick says we got a show tonight, but taking this Saturday off. The fiance and I are going out of town celebrating the parents' 45th wedding anniversary. I'm getting close here. We're 37 years, me and the missus. 45. God bless them. Tell them Fireman Rich, that knucklehead Twitch broadcaster, says God bless you for on your 45th wedding anniversary, and you and the fiance have a great broadcast. I'll pop in. I'll make it a point to pop in tonight, Glick. Okay. I can't stay for your whole show though. It's too freaking long. But it's a good one. I mean, replay. I actually listen more on my Fountain for Podcasters apps on the audio side, as far as that goes, because I'm walking around. I got the earbuds in. I can listen and stuff like that. So, I think I listen more of it on the audio side than I watch. And Helen says they're very. You're always welcome, and I appreciate your support too, Helen. You know, as far as that goes, I like what you did. That's pretty artistic as far as all the. You got yours, you got the Blab Owl there. Oh, you got Badgers in there. Okay, I like Badger. She's a good artist, isn't she? And then Lady IFF. Oh my God, that's a good one. Oh, I like that. I love it. Oh, and then you got the jiggle head back and forth, and then the big leggy kiss. That's cool. That's fun. I thought your chat needed that. Yeah, you jazzed it up a little bit there, Helen. Thank you. I appreciate it. But we're in the extended period here as far as that goes. Those people that are watching on Rumble, YouTube, thank you very much for your replay watches. We're on the extended version. We're past the 1 hour mark as far as that goes. I don't know. Tim, are you still there? Is Tim Fan still in the house? Is Tim Fan still in the house? I don't think Tim is still with us. And he might have to go back to work. He's a contractor there as far as that goes. And let's see. I'm just looking at because I do have guest stars up. So any of you guys want to come up? I wonder. Let me see something. See, that's beta. Okay, I have the guest stars up. If anybody wants to come up, I know Badges is one of my favorite people. Super talented, super kind. Yeah, I knew Badges back in the Blab. I knew Badges before I know Joe Burke. Badges goes back to Blab days. I first saw her on Blab, and I think I might have seen her a couple times over there on Periscope as well. So Badges is a great great artist, or very fun person. I can remember when she first started broadcasting, she did it in her kitchen, and as far as being the homemaker, I guess, or so to speak. But she did it in the kitchen. I don't think she did any cooking shows, but she didn't really get into her art until a little later. After, I think it was after Blab, when she was on Haps. That's when she got onto her the 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 art stuff, and her and Joe Burke. Joe Burke, he's a great guy, Joe. As far as that goes, he very very talented and stuff. Very very knowledgeable on Marvel, the Marvel characters and stuff like that too. As far as, and also Rick Costa, he's pretty knowledgeable on, as far as that. Tony D, he's very knowledgeable on the Transformers, which is always impressive. Tony D and myself, and I don't know if you do, Glick, go back to the He-Man days. You remember the He-Man? The figurines, the I don't want to call them dolls. They weren't dolls. They were the little like the GI Joe. They were a little bit smaller than a regular full size GI Joe. And I didn't have a GI Joe. I had a Sergeant Rock. It was a little bit more stiffer than a GI Joe. It didn't have the kung fu grip and all that stuff. But I do remember my nephews. They love the Autobots and Decepticons. Exactly, Tony. My kids and my nephews, they like that. Joe was on Instagram Live yesterday playing the piano. He plays the piano? He's another one with super... I didn't realize he played the piano, Helen. Wow, wow. He has some fantastic art that he puts out there and stuff, and very very genuine and very real and stuff. As far as, I didn't realize he played the piano. I gotta have to check him out on Instagram. I don't use the Instagram that much. I don't do the Instagram as much as a lot of people are using that. Since everybody bailed on X/Twitter, they're going to different platforms. I didn't bail. I took a break for 30 days and stuff. Everybody has something that they are geeky about. Yeah. I think it's good to be geeky. I think it's a good thing to be in the geeky state and stuff like that. Me, I still play my games. I still play Lord of the Rings. I like gaming online. I was gaming yesterday. That's why I don't have the football. I got to work on the football results, as far as the people that from was it Tony, Ted, Brian, Michael Bathurst, who else? Tim Fan and myself. We all picked the winners and losers and stuff. I don't think I did that good. I just left it off to the side yesterday. Yesterday I was playing on the tablet. There's a new season of PUBG Mobile, and I ended up going from I went up a level. I went from platinum up to a diamond. I'm up to a diamond. I went from platinum 1. It goes the lower one is platinum 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I was an ace master 8, and then with the new season they bump you down. They bumped me down to a platinum 1, and I was able to, yesterday I was playing off and on. I don't think I'm going to play as much as I did last season. Let's see. He composed. Oh, he composes tracks. I played one of them on my show. Helen says about Joe Bob. Really? Oh my God. Oh wow. Okay, he actually composed. That's interesting. He's into his sense too. That's what we found. Oh, okay. So he has a music connection there. That's pretty cool. I like that. It's hard for me to find other people who are as geeky about my geeky things. Yeah, exactly. And we all have a little bit of geekness in us. You just have to look for it, look at it, and stuff like that. And Joe Burke, that's interesting. I would have never known. I would have never known though. As far as I figured he's he's really into the music there as far as that goes. That's pretty cool. Actually composing his own music, that's pretty big. Um, and all I do is play online video games. I have fun with it though. That's the whole thing about being geeky. You got to have fun doing what you're doing because I think that's part of the geekiness of it and such. So let's see what we got. We got 20 minutes to the next one. Okay. What are we doing on time here? We got yeah, I might go another 20 minutes here. I've been getting back into gaming a little more lately and streaming. I see that, Glick. Are you doing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3? Is that the game you're playing now? Because I've been seeing commercials. I've been seeing commercials on stuff. I've been thinking about. I've been thinking. Okay, doesn't mean I'm going to do about looking at another game. And I was almost thinking about going that realm on the PC here, seeing that I have a pretty powerful PC box. Because I used to play the original Call of Duty, as far as that goes. Let me see. I don't think I have the box in there. Is it up here? It's show and tell time here on the Fireman Rich broadcast. Here we go. There we go. There's the original. That's the original there, folks. There's the original. Call of Duty. A lot of hours in that game right there. A lot of hours. Haven't gotten 3 yet, but been playing the last one. Oh, Cold War Online. Okay. But that's the original one, Glick. I wonder if I don't know if I can bring that up on my box because this is like Windows XP, I think. It says PC CD-ROM software, so some other games that I play as far as on the war side, Glick, just to let you know, I have this one. That's a classic. That's a very good game right there. And then this one, I have it, but this is the one game I play on via Steam. Company Heroes. This is the first version, Company Heroes. Because this game and Call of Duty, I belong to a group. I forget what the clan's name was that we had, but I was in this one group of guys that were really into the World War II thing, as far as that goes. And what's this? Oh, and this is the one I would love. This is probably the very first. It wasn't online, but I played it on an intranet on a system. This is one I have too. That's a classic right there. Never played those two, but I heard of them. Okay. Oh wow, I remember that one. That's what got me the first person shooter. Oh, this one, Doom. I saw this the first time overseas when I first got on the internet back in 1995. I was a station captain, and one of my things was to make before the night. We're there for 24 hours, so I have to go around, check the offices and stuff like that. And across the way was tech services, which was where the fire inspectors were and stuff. And I saw these light flashing, so I go walking over there, and we had our own intranet. There was like everybody had, and they were getting ready to tie it into the internet to the as far as Doom is classic. Yeah, Doom is classic, and put those right there. And when I walked into the office, I see these guys. There's like 4 workstations, and I see them, and I see this game being played up there, and I'm saying, "What the hell are you guys doing?" He says, "Oh, Sergeant Roberts, we're playing Doom." I said, "You can't do that." Well, we needed a system so all 4 of us could play together, so we put it on the fire department intranet, okay, which is a closed system. And they shortly after that I think it was about 2 months later, they connected it to the overall backbone to the internet. And I go, "You can't do that because if the deputy chief sees that," and lo and behold, back in the back desk with a guy there sitting there, I hear, hey Robbie, don't worry about it. It was a deputy chief. He said I set it up for him. It's like, oh, okay. So Doom is always. But the very first game I ever played online would be this game right here. I've shown this before, and you can still play this. There's still a server. I go through Steam to play this game here. This is the very first online game I played, as far as on the internet. Okay, the first internet, and then Doom was the second. I mean, it was a full-fledged internet. I played this via dial-up, and it wasn't too bad playing. It was Game of the Year, Strategic Game of the Year, and Beska, from the makers of Myth. This was one of Bungie, who does Halo. This is before Halo. The company that made Halo, Bungie, which is now a Microsoft. But it says this is for Windows 95, 98, and Mac operating systems. So I still keep these. These are freaking fun to drag out every once in a while. I've always been a console gamer, never really played the PC. And Tony's going on with the graphics here. Thank you, Tony. That's interesting. Yeah, I see. And you have, the thing is, I look at how you play Glick, and it just seems like it's seamless as far as the game flowing. I mean, it's very interesting as far as that goes. Dagon, that's an oldie. Haha. Yeah, Myth 2, that is an oldie from '95, and stuff. But I have hours and hours of play on that as far as that goes. So it's always good fun. How do I put this back here? The one game I guess I am looking at, other than Call of Duty, and I actually play it for free right now. I thought I had to purchase it. Well, the one game I do play is Lord of the Rings Online. I love that game. I love everything about that game. But the other one that I've been broadcasting now and then is Guild Wars 2. I played Guild Wars, the original Guild Wars, the various series, and then Guild Wars 2. I was looking at buying it, but it's a free service now. The basic game is free. You have all these add-ons that you can. So I saw that on Steam. I don't use Steam that much, unless I'm playing Company of Heroes, which Company of Heroes is. I haven't played it in a long time. But this is you can get lost in this game right here if you're a World War II buff, as far as that goes. I wonder if I can put this in here like this. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Put that back there. And this one goes here, and these go up here, I guess. Let's see. Put those up there. Put those away. So there's my show and tell. I know I pulled those out. Glick, that Lord of the Ring online game is cool to watch you play. I don't know if I could play it, but enjoy watching. Yeah, you can download it for free, Glick. You just have to download the client, establish a sign in. Lord of the Ring let me write this down. Lord of the Rings Online.com. LOTRO.com. Lord of the Rings Online.com. There's the link. Oh, it didn't go. How come it didn't go? Let's see. Lord of the Rings Online.com. Yeah, if you go to that link there, Glick, you'll see that you can download it for free. And what they offer for free is what I had to pay for initially and stuff. They have a wide range of free play and stuff like that. So it's sort of like WoW. You probably have you ever played WoW? War of Warcraft. The guys I used to play the military games there, Call of Duty and stuff, and Company of Heroes. One of them had his own private WoW server. We played, and I just copied it. I'll have to check it out. Yeah, check it out. The server is out of Springfield, Mass. now. They used to be part of the Warner Brothers, but then they sold it off. It's Stonehenge Games or something like that. I forget what it is. It's but they just had a bit major update and stuff, and they're updating it. I played a little WoW. I had a buddy that was big, yeah. WoW was that really exploded, and Lord of the Rings came out about a year or two after that. I've been on it. It's been out there for 16, going on 17 years. I've been on it. I was one of the. I ended up. How can I put that? I ended up. You got me excited talking about this stuff. I was able to, and very privileged to be on the beta. They allowed me to be a beta tester on that game as far as before playing, and we had a ball. I mean, I could barely, my system could barely. Um, Nonsensical, nice Tony. What's Tony said? Tony, my broadcast last night just made 64th. Oh, 64th on the 2000 charts on Mixcloud. Just got the notification. Oh, you got a notification. Congratulations, Tony. Yes. That's cool. Very good, sir. I saw that when I was on my Mixcloud yesterday. I saw that you had. I got to go back to there. Let me check that out. Let's see. Let's check out his broadcast. Because I yesterday I saw the notification that you had a broadcast. Yeah, take it easy, Maxwell. 8 hours ago. Let's see. Yep, there's Tony D. 64 chart history. Oh, there's a logo that says chart. I wonder if I could bring this up. I got to bring this up. Let me see if I can bring this up, Tony. That is so interesting. Let's see. Um, Bookmarks. How come that's not working? That's not working. Let's see. Hang on. Let's see. Mixcloud. You didn't see my comments about it earlier. Oh, did you say something earlier? I'm sorry, Helen. Let me see. Let me go back. How far back? Well, you know me, Helen. I'm just playing catch up. I guess I got dazzled from all that the stuff the graffiti stuff that you put in there. Well, see, depends on who enjoys it. You didn't see my comment about it earlier. Okay. Went pretty smooth, can't lie. Okay. I'm trying to bring up to show the people here. Tony D is let's see, what am I looking at? You got me all excited. Let's see, Mixcloud, everything. And where's Tony D? There's Tony D. Okay. Let me see if I bring this up here. Let's minimize that to that, and let's see if I got a browser thing here. Let's see. Let's see. I got to add. How do I do window capture? Window capture. Let's try window capture. Oh, there we go. That will work. But I gotta get rid of the other stuff here. Hang on. Let's see. Helen says on on way back at the start while you first said he had broadcast. Oh, did you? Okay, I'm sorry, Helen. I said he was playing music, love songs. I guess he was trying to impress somebody. Oh, okay. Okay. Um, let's see. I want to bring this up, but I need to do something here. Bookmarks. Okay, there we go. I can bring it up like that now. Okay, hang on. Let's see. Um, let me let this. We're almost there, guys. Thank you for, this is the extended version of me trying to do something on OBS on the fly, and it doesn't go very smoothly and stuff like that. So, where's the thing? Scaling, landing, transform. Okay, here we go. Fit screen. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Hang on, we're almost there. Okay, there's Tony. Let's see. There we go. There's Tony right there. Is that coming up? There's Tony D's broadcast on Mixcloud, folks, okay? So, let me see. Let me get. And what I'm looking at, what Tony's talking about, he's number 64. You can see right there. It says 64. 64 in the 2000 charts. How's that look? Can you guys see that? Tony to Helen, you've been up there longer than me. You also have a bigger audience. No sound. No sound. No sound? I have sound. There's no sound? Is there sound? I have sound. I'm hearing myself. Can you hear me, Tony? Helen says no sound. I'm hearing sound. I'm hearing myself on my earbuds. Okay, we're in a commercial right now. And I'm seeing sound indication on my microphone on the thing. I've got, okay, Glick, you got sound. Is the audio dipping in and out for anyone else? Okay, Glick says he has sound. And the ads are here. Yeah, ads are saying. We're waiting on ads. Okay. I'm hearing myself on the, so I know I have sound on the internet. So we got 30 more seconds to sound. Oh, okay, it's back. Okay, Helen. Okay, we're in a commercial break right now. But congratulations to Tony there as far as on that. That's a nice award. I think back in the day, I don't think they put it back when I first started on Mixcloud. They never really put the actual award on the page. They put it on the if you looked at the index, it would be off on the index. But that's a nice award, Tony. Tim, you're back. Okay, and Helen, she's back with her sound. We're just congratulating Tim. We're just congratulating Tony on his award over on Mixcloud. He got 64. He's 64 out of. There's a whole bunch of people in that category, but that's he's in the top 100 there, I guess. I don't know. How does that work, Helen, with the awards? See, is it the top 100? If you're in that group, you get an award because there's so many people that broadcast. that post up on Mixcloud, as far as that goes. So thank you, Tony, for sharing that with us, and I'm happy to have put it up there for you as far as that goes. And I'm gonna move this down here so it doesn't disturb the other. I'll put that down there. Hang on for a minute, folks. Oh, that's neat. The missus was just reminding me that Bug. She's one of 6 cats. Okay, in the we have this in wall sort of like drawers that come out of the wall in the bathroom, and she had it open. Let's see. Helen says it also depends on how many other people have posted in the particular genre. Yeah. But the other day, my drawer was open, the bottom drawer, and that's where I have my jeans, and I closed it. I didn't see Bug. Bug's a black cat. I hold her up here, and her brother Calvin, who's passed away, he's a black cat too. But she just wanted me to remind me that my bottom drawer is open, and Bug, our cat, one of our 5 cats that we still have, is in there. So don't lock her in, because I guess I pushed it in there, and I guess she was in there for like maybe 10 minutes. But when the missus went back into the bathroom, she could hear some scratching, and she said, "Oh, the drawer's closed," and there was Bug. I locked Bug in the drawer. But Tony, congratulations on the on your. Where did I put? Oh, that's down here on this one. Let me see. Okay, let me put that down here. Okay. I think it must be connection. I've lost sound again. Okay, Helen. Okay, Helen. Okay. I always got to correct myself. I have. I have, Helen. Or no, that's not what I meant. Oh, I meant to say okay, Helen. Why did I go? No, scratch that. Okay, Helen. No problem. Um, but that's good news, Tony. You should actually you should take a screenshot of that and post it up on your X/Twitter feed, as far as that goes. So, Tim, are you still there? Is Tim Fan still in the audience, or did he leave us again? He says he was back. He probably got sidetracked. Oh no, he's still here. He's still. Are you still here, Tim? He's not answering right away, so I don't think he's still here. And we're going to be on for another 10 minutes or so here. I just want to see if Tim... Yeah, do you want to try coming up, Tim? You want to try doing that for a couple minutes? Sound is good on my end. Okay, sound is still good on Glick's end. So, and Lady Leg, Helen, I'm back. I refresh. Okay, so it's just the internet burp that blocks it stuff. Tim, you want to try coming up, because I know you tried. You want to try and give it another go? Yeah, you're here. You want to try coming up on the broadcast via guest stars? Because I do have it. I have it activated, so I'm going to send you an invite. Did you see my last comment? Yeah, I saw it. Yes, I am here. Okay, so you said you're good to go. I'm gonna. Oh, you're driving now. Okay, I know you want to test this as far as that goes. So I have it available. I'm only going to be on for a few more minutes here because I want to get. I guess the missus isn't going to walk. She's got something else she has to do, but I want to get out and get on a walk because it looks like it's sunny out there. Ooh, we got the birds flying around. Got clear blue skies out there. What was the weather supposed to be? It's supposed to be cloudy today, I thought. Let's see. A mix of clouds and sun this morning with increased cloudiness. So I don't see any clouds out there at all. It's clear blue skies out there right now. The comment about my kitten years ago. You had a. Am I missing comments in here? What about your kitten from years ago? I don't remember the comment about my kittens years ago. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Tim. Yeah, I'm backing up here. My mom locked my kittens in a cabinet years ago and didn't find them till. Oh my God, are you serious? Oh my God. Oh my God. You're gonna be. I'm gonna be checking my drawer every single day now. Oh my God. So they passed away. Oh my God, that's bad. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh my God. Locked the kittens in a cabinet years ago and didn't find them until months later. And she didn't realize. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry. Oh man, that's bad. Oh jeez. Uh, Always interested in when someone's stalker looks to keep tabs on him but doesn't comment. Lots of laughs. Tim fan. Yeah, yeah. That's bad too. Jeez. Oh my God, God, hopefully, the cats are at peace. It was terrible. Yeah, I can just hearing that. That's terrible. Yeah, that is. Oh my God. Um, that's so sad. Yeah. So just leave. I felt bad just 10 minutes for Bug because Bug, I guess, when the missus opened it, she's just looking like, oh, I'm still here. We kept hearing meowing, but never found. Oh wow, yeah, yeah. That's bad. Yeah, you heard the meowing. Oh my God, that's bad. I'm sorry to hear that, Tim. It's just, it's sad. Oh, you love the little creatures and stuff like that, So it just, hopefully your mom, you know, but they keep quiet. They hide in the littlest cubby holes and stuff like that. Because we close a door over here that leads down to the downstairs basement that we don't use. It's old and dungy, and I think it was a week ago we kept on hearing meowing, and Bug was stuck down there because it's dark down on the lower landing, and we didn't see her there. So. That's heart wrenching. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I agree, Tim. Yeah, that is. It's very heart wrenching. Hope they didn't suffer too much. Yeah. So, that's too bad. But on a positive note, we're gonna end this on a positive note. I don't want to. Oh God, that is bad. It's just, but it's just some of the things that life throws at us. Hopefully not. Yeah, that's how we've, as far as that goes. I don't know what to say after that. It's, oh, I'm not laughing. It is sad. That is bad and stuff like that because they are. We only have them here for a short time. I look at Calvin. He was only 8 years old. We had to let him go because it was in his best interest and stuff. And you want to take care of these guys as best as you can. As far as that, you can't leave it. Yeah, I don't want to leave it there. What a down. Yeah, yeah. Well, on a positive note, we got blue sky out, and this broadcast. I want to say I do enjoy doing this broadcast. As far as I just reiterate that, I do love doing the live streaming. As far as that goes, yeah, it was crazy. Yeah. So yesterday, I know what I have to do. I want to promote this month of November. there's something going on. I'm taking part. It's called National Podcasters Post Month. There is the hashtag NaPodPomo, and NationalPodPomo.org is the Tim, change your color. Okay, I think because you got your color mixed in with leggy leg. That's why I missed that comment, Tim. Thank you. It's an audio challenge to where I'm doing one audio. I did one yesterday. What did I do yesterday? What did I do? Let me see. This will remind me. I'll go back to my Twitter. What did I do yesterday? Let's see. I start out. Yeah, what did I do yesterday? That's how I start out. Those are the audio boo. Oh, the thing that I do. I talked about doing the radio show yesterday, the Tioga radio show.
You are now on air.
I am now on air. That's what I start my audios with on the audio side. The first one is the audio boo beeps. The second one, you are on air, is from the Get Dialogue, which is another audio platform I used to be on. So I'm doing, yesterday was day 14, today is day 15. We're halfway through the challenge. I've done an audio every day. That's not my audio podcast. It's just a separate audio because I used to do audio all the time before I did the live streaming. So it's going back to those days when I used to do audio a lot. And I use Spotify for Podcasters app on my phone, and this is just using the straight mic off of the phone, and it's a great program. It's a great. Let me see. I'm bringing it up here. Let's see. It's a great app. It's the old Anchor app, as far as that goes. Oh, that's not what I want. That's Fountain. Spotify for Podcasters app. This is the old Anchor app, as far as that goes. So, and I know, Glick, you used to use Anchor, and you're on, what are you on? You're on Zencast? I still like Anchor. There's the page right there. So I still like using Anchor, or Spotify for Podcasters. And it's great fun to do the audio. I'm just pressing the button, I talk into it, and then I post it right up. It's like a walk-in studio. I do have the option when I do the audio podcast. I connect this in here, and I use this microphone right here. So very versatile. I think, and I think that's helped me. As far as when I transitioned into doing the live stream broadcasting, it helped me immensely to, because doing audio is like public speaking, and which I like to do. I like to talk, as you can tell. I love talking. I love having a conversation. Gleg, yeah, we are on Zencaster now. It's been great. Yeah, for the growth. Yeah, I've seen you're talking about it, and Helen is back. I thought, Helen, you were supposed to go to sleep. I'm almost done anyway. I'm winding it down here. But yeah, Glick, I know you use Zencaster, and if you're I think my good friend Ed Waters, who's a podcaster for Dead America, he where's his card? Ed Waters, he uses Zencaster, I believe, too. Ed Waters, he's a good friend. I know him from the Get Dialogue. That's when I first met him, when we both used Get Dialogue. It's sort of like if you look at what Twitter Spaces is and Clubhouse, that's what Get Dialogue. Get Dialogue was doing it years before those two entities started. But Ed Waters, he's a great guy. He uses Zencaster. And nothing against Anchor. Yeah, I know you're doing something. It's more. I like the Spotify for Podcasters, the old Anchor app, because it's very useful for me. Zencaster, that's more on the, if you want a polished. Not to say that podcasters for Spotify for podcasters is it's a pretty decent app, but you can do it's what you want for your particular program and stuff like that. So and I'm just saying Zencaster. I haven't used it. I've looked at the web page here. I remember you saying something about it, and it's like I could use that, but I'm happy with what I'm using right now. It works. Spotify did not change the old Anchor app that much. It just changed its name, and that's it. And it still functions like it did before. There's a few little tweaks here and there. The web page changed quite a bit, though. The web page did change a little bit, but it's still very functional for what I have to do and stuff like that. So I do like doing the audio. And the NaPod Pomo audio challenge, the original audio challenge, this is its 16th year. Jennifer Nedevet is the proprietor, the creator, and she's down there in Texas. She's a very very good person as far as that goes. So she hosts it, and I take part in it now because I like doing the audio, and I will continue to do the audio because it's very it's just enjoyable for me to do the audio. I got some things I want to talk about. I can't necessarily come up here and live stream all the time, so another alternative is to have an audio platform to do audio. And I know Glick with Zencaster, you can take you can extract the audio using Zencaster from your the live stream podcast that you do on Twitch or here on Twitch as far as that goes. I guess. Oh, the missus that's a hair dryer. The bathroom's right down the hallway there. You can hear it. As far as that goes, so it's always fun doing the audio, and it's also fun doing the Cloudcast. Coming back to that, let's see. On a positive note, nonsensical nonsense is live tonight at 7 p.m. ish. Yeah, thank you. And Tim Fan says, I love animals. You changed your colors again. Why? Okay. And we're on Zencaster and back. Nothing against Anchor. I love it. Okay, I caught up on my comments as far as that goes. And all right, so we're at 2 hours. We made it to the 2 hour mark. I wanted to get to that I do the extended. I want to try and go to 2 hours and stuff. I can't go as long as Glick and Jeff there on Nonsensical Nonsense. They got 3, 4, 5 hours. I think the other night though, Glick, it was a short one for you. Yeah, I pull audio from StreamYard. Oh, that's right. Use the StreamYard and upload it. It did something with Anchor, makes live easier. I think on the Spotify now, I could take this particular broadcast and just download the video and then I just throw the audio. I think Spotify for podcasters does the same thing. Yeah, I pull the audio from StreamYards and upload it. The same thing with Anchor makes life. Yeah, it does. It's very easy. I love it when I'm on the phone because it's like less than 5 minutes. I have it published. As far as that goes, Monday was a short show. Yeah, I saw that from the on the thing. I said, wait a minute, that's a little because the other app that I use for audio that I like to plug is Fountain for Podcasters. And there's that's Fountain for Podcasters app. And then in my library, if I go to my library, where's Glick Show? Oh, you didn't post up the new shows. I'm still working on Nonsensical Nonsense 329. Get high, F them. Yeah, that's a 3 hour show. When was that? That was November 12th. That was Saturday or Sunday. So that's Glick down there. He's on the bottom. But it gives you a library of people you want to listen to, and I love it. There's Ed Waters is up there, Cass Morrow, Dead America, and I listen to a few other people. Even my own audio comes up on it. By short, he means only an hour over the 3 hour target time. Lots of laughs. Exactly. I don't do video since it's on YouTube. Okay. Yeah. You don't do the. I thought you had a YouTube channel. I would have to check that out. Or do you have a YouTube channel, Glick? You don't do the YouTube? Yeah, I haven't done this week's yet. Okay, you haven't done this week's yet. Okay, yeah. Nonsensical to Helen. You shh. We're having fun in the chat here. Yeah, we have. Oh, you have a YouTube. That's what I thought. Okay, but you don't necessarily have to do the YouTube live or something like that. I don't do YouTube lives. I was actually looking at my YouTube live. The last YouTube live I did was on Haps, almost 2 years ago. It's coming up on 2 years ago. It was 2 years ago this month. I was looking at that the other day and stuff like that. I have not done any YouTube. I repurpose this. I download the video. Actually, from Twitch, I export it. I export this video. There's an export in Twitch. So you can export it to YouTube. And then on Twitch, I download it and then I repost it. I upload it over on Rumble. So, and that's the export feature here on Twitch going to YouTube. I love. It's very, very useful. I mean, I can post up. I usually can. It's probably maybe 15, 20 minutes after I'm done. If I'm still sitting here, I'll have it posted up and up on my my social media feeds there, as far as that goes. So it's just fun doing this sort of stuff, and I really enjoy it, and I really appreciate you guys all being here. But Melanie, you coming right at the end. I'm getting ready to leave. Melanie coming in from Rockhampton. What it says on my card here, Rockhampton. Central Queensland, Australia. Thank you for being here. Thanks for the. I'm gonna call it a pop in because we're getting ready to leave over there in Australia. You're up late. It's 11:50. You're almost ending your day over there. What's going on, girl? But thank you for being here. We're getting ready to exit stage left here and get our day going. I got to go out and get a walk in, as far as that goes. And put that down. Glick says we do every episode live on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, so I don't have to upload on YouTube. Makes my okay, that's right. The multicasting thing bit on. Okay, and Tim Fan, I can come up for a minute if. Now I gotta get going. We're gonna have to save it for Friday, Tim. I gotta get my day going here. We're getting close to the top of the hour, and I got to get out and get a walk in. So we'll hold off to Friday. So, but I want to say thank you very much for Helen being here in the broadcast. Thank you, Glick, for being here. Thank you, Tony, for being here. What the hell happened to all my things here? Oh, that's interesting. Oh, the beginning of the chat was gone. Okay, no problem. But thank you, Tony D, for being here. Thank you, G's. The G's was in here. Thank you, Tim Fan 40, for being here. I said thank you, Glick, for being here also. And thank you, Tim Fan 40, for being in here as well. And thank you, Melanie, for popping in at the end. But this is Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich, wishing you all well. We're going to get our day started. A hashtag positive start today. Hashtag PSTTD. You all have a great one. Again, thank you in the chat. Thank you for watching this on the replay on my Rumble and YouTube channel. Greatly appreciate. Those numbers are looking very good, and I thank you very much for it. Thank you very much. For all those in the chat, you all have a great day. And I don't think Tony's here, but I'm going to say it. Bazinga. Have a Bazinga day. And you too, Glick. Have a great day. And make sure you check out Glick's Nonsensical Nonsense podcast tonight at 7:30. And I may do a pop-in on there. So with that, this is Rich Roberts. Fireman Rich over there on Instagram or Truth Social. Instagram Threads, X/Twitter, and I'm over there on Facebook. And Tim, finishing out again, he says, Hap sucks, and yes, it does. Thank you, Tim. I like that. And bye to you, Melanie. You have a great one. Get some sleep. And Helen, get some frickin' sleep, girl. All right, folks. Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich, wishing you well. Live life, have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace.